Hello folks, welcome to another video, and hopefully everybody's safe, uninfected, unrioted. That in there. Yeah, it's like 90 degrees out, and yeah, it's like 8 o'clock at night, 90 degrees out. It's after dinner. My water, a freak rain passed, so now not only is it hot, but it's hot and humid. So hopefully the camera withstands the heat, doesn't go out. Got my Monster energy drink. Now today I got some sherry. It is a, for those who don't know, of course, it is a sweet wine that's normally drank with dessert, or drank as a dessert after dinner. And it's normally drank in a smaller portion, because well, you can drink it in a bigger portion if you want. Mainly because most wine sits around 6 to 8% alcohol volume. That's your average wine. Sherry is this one particular one I'm drinking is about 18%. So sherries will run anywhere between about 18 to 20% alcohol. So it's about double and a half your average wine with alcohol content. So, but I like it because it's sweet. I'm not much of a wine drinker myself. I do like, because they're sweet, I do like sherry, and I do like port. And I'll normally drink it either with dinner, or I'll drink it after dinner. And so today I'm I'm smoking Montecristo Extra. And yes, this is a Churchill, but this is a light cigar. Now if this is a medium or a strong cigar, I wouldn't try I wouldn't even try a Churchill size Maduro. It is a 55 gauge, and like I said, normally Churchills are around the 55 gauge. It is V cut. Let me touch it some more. The draw could be smoother, but it is a Churchill, so you got a lot of cigar to draw through. So yeah, so of course in the news, and of course this is according to the news site that I read, that the Minneapolis has defunded their police. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean that they're immediately removing money from the Minneapolis police, but basically, it's, I guess, when the next quarter comes up, or maybe the next renewal comes up, or it could be that they're defunding them as we speak. It could be the defunding is right now. And yeah, and I do prefer my port and sherry chilled. You don't put ice in wine. You can drink hard liquor like whiskey, bourbon, rum, or vodka on ice. Yes, you can actually use wine in mixed drinks. I've never tasted one. I never drank one. If I do drink wine, it's pretty much just a wine straight up. So the question is, what are they going to do? Replace the cops with a RoboCop? Are they going to replace them with Somali warlords? Yes, the Minneapolis-St. Paul area has a pretty substantial Somali population. As you know, that a certain congresswoman that's in Congress, that's from that area, the Ilar Omar, whatever her name is. So what they're going to do? They're going to put out a help wanted warlords, looking for warlords to become police. Please apply in person. At the Minneapolis City Council. because yeah, because the police was pretty much useless during a riot, because people were like, well, man, if they get rid of the police, then it's going to be, you know, everyone for themselves. Is going to be all hell breaking loose. I was like, well, the police were pretty useless during the riot anyway, you know. And on top of that, if anyone in Minneapolis tried defending their property, you know, either by shooting, there was supposedly, I don't know, I think he was released. I know that trucker was released with no charges against him, but there was that pawn shop owner that shot and killed that one, and I think he was arrested, and they're not going to. Last I read, he's not on bail or anything. But yeah, the hopefully that pawn shop owner is released, and no charges are levied against him. So that's what's happening. So if you try to defend your property during the riot, the police will arrest you. So it's like, okay, well, you might as well defund the police. You know, during the riot, they weren't doing anything. If they were doing anything, they were arresting law-abiding citizens defending their property. And that's normally how liberals go. They support criminals, and will arrest law-abiding citizens. So yeah, go ahead, defund the police, fire all of the police, from the patrolman all the way up to the chief. You know, hire RoboCop. You know, hire some Somali warlords. Do what you got to do. You know, don't hire any police. Just let Minneapolis be a no police. Yeah, we'll see how well that goes, right? Yeah, you'll soon see Minneapolis, you know, either turn into one big Mogadishu, Somalia. Because I guarantee you, you know, all the white people will move out, including the white liberal. So it's either going to be a ghost town, or what's left of it is going to be nothing but one big ghetto. Whoop. Drink some water. So, yes, and of course, no, they're rioting and looting here in Dallas too, but the police has kept it to a minimum. Yes, Dallas is liberal, but Texas, you know, so if a store owner protects his property, at least here in Dallas, you know, he won't get arrested. But there was yeah, one of the problem, I guess we'll get back to the cigar. One of the problems of smoking the humidor that I took the cigar out was at 67% humidity, which is good. And you know, if the cigar is too humid and you're sitting outside in a humid condition, yeah, and of course it just rained, yeah, you're gonna have a hard time keeping the cigar lit. This cigar is staying lit, and I'm not even puffing it that much, and it's staying lit pretty good. Yes, and of course Houston, you know, both Houston and Dallas and Austin, there's looting and rioting, you know, people throwing trash, people throwing things in the street, especially in Austin. But the one thing that they didn't touch, because I know in downtown Austin, there's this row that's basically 2 blocks long of gay bars and restaurants, and then all around that area, I call it liberal libtard restaurants, and they didn't go into that area. They left that area alone, because at least all the videos that I've seen and all the people who did any streaming of the Austin riot, they were over towards the bus station and over towards 35, because of course through Texas there's Interstate 35 that runs pretty much through Texas. It runs through Dallas, through Austin, down to San Antonio, all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Now when 35 hits Austin, it actually you can actually go down I guess, or you can go up. So basically, it's like a yeah. If you take the, well, I guess not a highway, but if you exit the bridge, because when I-35 goes through downtown Austin, it's over towards the northwest side. It's over towards the west side. I'm trying to think east west. So, yeah. So on the west side of Austin, downtown Austin, is the Interstate 35, and it basically turns into a bridge for about the next 5 miles or 3 miles. And so if you watch videos of the looting and rioting in Austin, and you see the people under this bridge-looking thing, that's I-35. So they're over. So most of the rioting and such was over in that area. I guess would be like the northwest area of downtown Austin, where the I-35 runs through the west side of downtown Austin. So they didn't go into, it's either that or the police, blocked it off to where the like, okay, if you're going to burn and loot, do it in the northwest side. You're not going to go into the middle of downtown and burn and loot there. And I didn't check either where the rioting, the burning and looting occurred in Dallas, because I know in Dallas there's the West End. That's where all the restaurants and nice stores are at. Now, as for like downtown Dallas itself, the heck? What's that knocking noise? It sounds like water dripping. Anyways, but as for like the main downtown area itself, it has museums, some restaurants, but there's not really like a shopping strip where people can loot and stuff like that. Because in the center of downtown Dallas is mainly businesses, restaurants, some museums, the AA Center where the Mavs play. Mark Cuban, and of course their owner Mark Cuban, the libtard elite himself, is down towards the south side of downtown Dallas. It's actually just outside of downtown Dallas. Yeah, so basically, from what I've seen, these looting and riotings, when this happened, normally last about 2 weeks. Around the third week, it begins to fizzle out. And then, a few weeks later, a month later, the whoever it is that they're marching for, they're protesting for, gets forgotten. Until the next black man gets killed by a white cop, then rinse, repeat. Yeah, so next week they're still gonna probably protest, but it's gonna fizzle out, and then we won't hear much of it. So the question is, why are businesses still locked down? I mean, of course, here in Dallas or here in Texas, we are supposed to be open, but a lot of businesses are either shut down for good, they're not reopening, or they're open, but they're not allowing you to go inside. You gotta, stand at the door and go, hey, I wanna buy this and this. Can you get it for me? Okay, let's see here. I wrote down some stuff. Yes, and of course there's the war between Trump and Twitter. So hopefully he, the next few months, when all of this, come August, July, August, when all of this blows over, if the Democrats or the liberals don't uncork anything else. Yeah, because there is no revolution. People are saying, hey, that there's an attempted communist revolution by the Democrats, by the liberals, and of course, the useful idiots, or they're using it is, of course, the black folks and the white millennials. And I've been saying, man, you can't win a revolution on feelings. You're not going to get very far. See here. I guess we'll end it on this. So I've been talking to some friends and relatives who, a few of them were mentioning that the company that they work for is like it's like in a hiring spree, I guess, because they had to lay off so many people. Now they got to rehire people, so now they're in a hiring spree. Well, the problem is that a lot of the people that they laid off or let go either found jobs somewhere else if they don't want to come back. They're like, hey, I'm getting paid more. No, I'm getting paid more on unemployment. So their complaint is that all these kids, either out of college, all the young people that they're interviewing, they're like, man, every single one of them that comes in has got sleeve tattoos. Some of them tattoos up the neck, onto the face. A lot of them got piercings all over their face, and they're like, it isn't just a guy; it's girls coming in with tattoos, with tattoo sleeves, tattoos up their neck and face, piercings all over the place. But like, hey, we're in a bind. We're in a hiring spree, so we got to hire these people. I was like, well, I was like, well, and then you're gonna fire them later, right? Because that's what I told them. I was like, well, you're hiring them now, but later you're gonna fire them, because you might as well not even hire them, because come a year or two from now, if they even last that long, well, you're gonna have to fire them or give them the option of you're gonna be fired or quit. Because yes, there are a lot of people who are over 30, over 40, and of course these friends that I spoke with are hiring for tech jobs. They're hiring for IT, for tech, for engineering. And I told them, hey man, there's a lot of people who's over 30, over 40 who are let off, who are either fired or laid off. You guys thinking about bringing these people in and interviewing them, maybe hiring them instead of hiring these millennials coming out of college with tattoos up their neck. They're like, hey, yeah, well, of course the response, well, there's not enough of them coming in to interview. I'm like, well, okay, you're screwed. Yeah, so I went in on that. You guys stay safe. Enjoy your cigar. And yeah, it is hot and humid. I mean, I'm sitting here sweating. I'm not even exercising, and I'm sitting here sweating. I guess which is a good thing. Just go outside right now. There's no mosquitoes, so I guess go outside, sit, enjoy the weather, do some sweating, burn a little bit of calorie while I'm at it. And of course, a lot of us are gaining weight because everybody's staying home, just eating, watching TV. In some people's case, I've given up TV a long time. So yes, enjoy your stick, or pipe, or cigarette, or joint, wherever is legal. And I guess don't stress too much. And yes, and smoking does relieve stress. Relieve stress. I guess there was a commercial. I guess there was a commercial called stress gummy that I heard on the radio. Supposedly, if you eat this gummy, I guess it relieves your stress. And I guess I don't know what chemicals are in it. I'm assuming it might be healthier than smoking to relieve your stress. Yeah, because nicotine does calm you down. I don't know if there's any nicotine in weed. I know there's definitely nicotine in pipe tobacco and cigarettes. Yeah, I guess weed just chills you out, makes you hungry. So yeah, enjoy your smoke. Stay safe. Stay, you know, if you're in Minneapolis or any of these LA or Atlanta where they are, Memphis, where the large rioting is happening, you know, stay home or don't drive into that area unless your job is in that area. Then you know, be careful. And like I said, next week it should fizzle out. Then we'll be back to coronavirus because the last 2 weeks, you know, this last 2 weeks there's been no talk, literally no talk of coronavirus. There's been no talk of Mr. Arbery. He's pretty much been forgotten. You know, everybody's out there. You know, I stand for George Floyd, or some people calling him Greg Floyd, John Floyd. You know, those protest rioters don't even know the guy's name. You know, nobody's going, I stand for Arbery, or Arbery, whatever you pronounce his last name. So that dude's pretty much been forgotten. Like I said, you know, when something else comes up, the last guy gets forgotten. Same's going to happen with George Floyd. We just almost forgotten. So I kind of got into like a back and forth with some people online, you know, and of course there were some people on my side. There were some people who were on the other people's side. And basically what I put was that, you know, they're going for second-degree murder, which in my opinion is too much. And of course you'll get the people who come back with, you're no attorney, you know what you're talking about, you know anything about law, you know this is an open and closed case, you know, second-degree murder. So I had to look up, I guess the murder degrees for Minnesota, for the state of Minnesota, because it varies from state to state. But the one in Minnesota, it talks about, you know, drive-bys. If you kill somebody in a drive-by, if you kill somebody accidentally, like a drunk driver, or if you kill somebody while there's a restraining order against you, that would be second degree. Now the one that they're probably going to go for is the one that says if you intentionally murder somebody without premeditation or without foreknowledge that you're going to kill that person, that would also be considered second degree. So that probably would be what the prosecutor is probably looking at. I'll say, you know what, forget it, because at first they're going to do third degree murder, now they're going for second. So probably that's what they're going to try to shoot for, is the intentionally murdering somebody, but without pretense or without knowing but basically so it's kind of you're walking along. It's kind of like I guess a random act of violence. That's what you would describe it. You know, it's like you're walking along, you see this person, just decide to kill him, and there's no rhyme or reason. He's like, I just felt like killing the person. No rhyme or reason. That would be second degree murder in the state of Minnesota. Or you're driving along and you see some people walking, and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna run these people over and kill them. That would be second degree murder. Damn bugs. Get some of my sherry here before bugs fly into it. That's a good drink. It's basically like a mixed drink by itself. It kind of has a nutty taste. At least this particular sherry that I bought. This one is I think bottled here in the U.S. It's got a nutty taste. Has kind of a honey. To me, it's kind of like a honey nutty taste to it. Sweet. Although there's no honey or no nut in there. But to me, that's what it tastes like. So it's a pretty good drink. So yeah, so them going for second degree murder, they might get it if they can prove the intentional part. But I have a feeling it's just like George Zimmer. you know, they shot too high, and you know, it's either going to be an acquittal or it's going to be a not guilty. And of course, when that happens, there's going to be more rioting, more looting, more protesting. So my thing was, when I respond to the people, like, they should go for third degree and get him the maximum for third degree, because in Minnesota, from what I've read, the maximum for second degree is 40 years in jail. But being he's a police officer and he has that what is it? I forgot what it's called. This he has I said in my last video, I mentioned it in my last video. But that, I forgot what it's called. I'll type it here and look it up when I edit the video. But yeah, because basically what that saying is that what that protection that police has is basically that, you know, the line of work that police do is dangerous, and that they encounter all types of people. Whoa, spider! They encounter all types of people throughout their work, so they have this something immunity. I think it's something immunity that police have, and it is in law in most states. And yeah, and it is law in most states. Yeah, it's something immunity. But I'll type it up, which basically says that, you know, they have immunity if someone in their custody is you know, somehow dies, or someone in their custody, you know, winds up with broken bones or badly beaten up. And yeah, and that particular law needs to be done away with or completely revamped, because because in this day and age, you know, I don't know when that law in most states came into effect, but yeah, it probably needs to be revamped, and we'll see. We'll see here come the next few months, probably around. We'll probably see rioting and looting again come September, when the verdict comes out. You know, that you know, all four police officers are found either not guilty, or all four police officers are acquitted. Yeah, you definitely are not going to be able to. I think they're trying to get second degree on all four officers. They might be able to get it on the kneeing officer, but the other three who didn't put a knee on the perp's neck, you know, I don't think you're going to be able to get second degree on those officers. You might be able to get third degree, or again, they just might be acquitted. So okay, there you go. Okay, that's it. That's the last part. Stay safe, everyone, and don't go rioting, and don't get yourself killed if you do go. Thank you for watching.